Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Introducing first, Fernando Vargas, 178 centimeters tall with a reach of 178 centimeters. And they'll be facing Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Fernando Vargas, such an intimidating figure, never takes a step back and is always looking for a highlight reel knockout. Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the amateur great from Oxnard, California, introducing the two-time world champion, El Feroz, Fernando Vargas. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, all I can say,
all right,
heaven on earth.
I went over the rules.
Heaven on earth.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one.
Good luck.
So here we go. Should be a good one. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. There's a counter shot. That jab doesn't score. How about that time counter shot? Nice defense on that jab. Catch and shoot. Perfect counter shot. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice defense with that jab. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Fernando Vargas in that last round. Pretty dominant round. Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
And he just missed with that left jab. Punch, counter punch. Has to be careful for that. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. There's the bell to start round 3. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Can't land the jab there. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punching. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice defense on that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Fernando. On to the 4th we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hold. You've got to hold. They run out of steam.
Parries that jab away. Do you believe this? Catch and shoot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back? Oh, right there! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round.
Good man.
On to the fifth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice defense on that hook. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Has to be careful. We've never... Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. Look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. You all right?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
God, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Trying to land that jab. A perfect counter shot. He parries that left jab away. Nice counters. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. How about Alvarez in that last round? Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the... Here we go in the sixth round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to do it.
Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Straight right just misses. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Swing and a miss with the right hook. That counter shot lands. full count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
From the end of his jab. Get me timing already.
And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He blocks the jab. Punch, counter punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Swing and a miss with the jab. Good counter punch. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. The pound-for-pound king, Canelo is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your blood.
How about Alvarez in that last round? That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though.
Take him out. He's ready to go.
There's the bell to start round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Done with that counter shot. Catch and shoot. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched? Hold that thought! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue.
It's the same again.
And we enter the ninth. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Well done with that counter shot. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? So the referee says fight on. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out. It's round 10. They really seem to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. So close with that uppercut. He blocks that jab. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And that's it. A unanimous decision win.
They've done it before. Now they're doing it again. And look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way. What tactics. What a game plan. What a result.